And he repeats the exact words that you said. Until you can find a better place to plant them. With this many numbers, however, I suggest that we all remain in the cellar. We don't want children attracting the noise of anything disturbing.
Yes.
They'll behave, says Grace. Thank you. He stiffens up at that. Well, you know, maybe that helped a little bit.
Hey, lady, be charming. Just cold dragon man might not be the best person to say.
The old men are still looking through the books and that sort of thing.
Yep. So, all in all, today I did nothing while a man was tortured to death. I saved a bunch of knowledge, fell on my face, the side of my head, and the back of my head simultaneously.
You sort of bounced on every rock on the way down into the ravine, says Otis.
Yep.
The halfling finding this amusing. You know, if this manor still stands, a lot of the buildings in the neighborhood look like they're okay.
Yes.
House Widdershins. I pray to the gods, please, Yondel, please spare House Widdershins. The wind howling outside, rattling at some of the windows.
We are near to the tower.
A strange dust coming down like the fireplaces, that sort of thing.
We are near to the tower, I think.
Which?
The magic one. The one that was attacked by the whale.
Adrian is shaking his head because he doesn't understand.
You don't need to understand.
It all sounds like heresy to him. It all sounds like heresy.
Didn't you know I'm one of those paladin guys? Int 10, whiz 10. You don't need to understand, you just do.
Well, the tower is a interesting puzzle, he says, as he chooses his word, looking at Phi. We need to find out if any of the superiors, if any of the crusaders or high priests still stand. Lord Hulrun, he surely survived that battle. He survived so much in all of his years as head inquisitor. And as prelate of the city, he'll know what to do. He's probably organizing the government and the soldiers right now. We need to find him.
I need to do something to... I need to do something. Would anybody be offended if I did a thing?
Icon smiling.
What do you want to do now?
In the morning, I want to go and check, or once the storm goes down, I would like to check the water that the survivors are using in that region that was somewhat prickly. I just want to make certain they're not poisoning themselves with some sort of demonic taint.
Why don't you start with a small pond out back?
Something turned the other people mad. What if it's in the air? No. Yeah, I'll check the water in the out front. Yes, back that way.
Okay, so Bortha brings you to an entrance. Hadrian is there to guard you. The winds are high, but you know you kind of you can wander outside and go through a
Oh,
bucket.
does
in
he
the
have
water.
any vials?
Yeah. Yeah, there's some.
All right, I'm going to grab some vials.
Okay, so roll 3d6. These are how many containers that he's got that have not been smashed by looters.
11.
Okay, and we'll say half of them are actual vials for potions or perfumes that you can wash out and reuse, while the other half are like cups and decanters and that sort of thing.
All right, so 6 containers. He tells them I took these.
Okay, there's an actual place where you go and draw water from the pond. So there's a bucket. That
I go take the
draw
bucket.
on.
I go grab a bucket of water.
Okay. And you got this bucket of water in front of you. There's some soot and dirt in it from.
I'm going to bring it
the
in
storm.
and just give it a full kind of check.
Give me a craft alchemy check.
Okay.
Do you have a portable lab that you're using?
I've got an alchemist kit. Let's see what's in that. I think it's got the mini lab, which is it might be a lab with no bones.
I think the alchemist kit allows you to actually use your bombs and things.
Then I don't have a lab. No lab makes me a sad boy. I can't, because I'm not strong enough to carry a lab. So even a portable one.
So a craft alchemy at -2 as you're trying to figure out if this water is okay to drink.
19.
It could probably use with a good filtering. And the pH is a little high. Like it's a bit acidic.
No magic, no evil.
No magic, no evil.
I
like
detect poison on it in the morning.
Yeah, it's not going to taste very good. Bortha describes the water as being clean and he says it has a different taste to it.
That's what I thought. It's different. It's weird. I need a better space to work on this. Because...
Give me a heal check. Do you have heal?
I do have heal. I have heal because I give people tattoos, and I figured if I give people tattoos but didn't know about infection or anything like that, they would be bad wounded
you don't
bears.
need that hand, do you?
27.
This would probably, over a medium to long period of time, give people stomach aches, ulcers, that sort of thing.
This is not... It's not... This will eventually give people stomach problems.
Without it, they might have something called death problems. They'll just dehydrate and die.
And with too much of it, they'll have something called suffocation problems, sometimes called drowning problems.
Perhaps in time they'll get other sources of water, but for now...
Koi have never
They'll
taken
have
to
to
the
live
pond,
with it.
says Bortha. They always die when I try to introduce them.
It's probably from the acidity of the water. It's a little high. Even if it's probably been brought up a little bit from the storms and the stuff in the air, but even then, that was probably too high. It just needs to be brought down a bit.
He listens to you, but what you say doesn't surprise him. Like he's remembering some annoyance and he just takes a
Yeah, there was some
annoyance
guy who kept saying that, you know...
But my dragon koi will survive anything.
No. Yeah. So, what do we plan to do tomorrow?
I want to strike out to try to find the government, says Hadrian.
Let's
Or perhaps I can go back and talk to those people to see what they know.
That's not a bad idea.
We
Getting
really
to
could.
understand what happened is important.
I can handle myself.
Yes.
All right. Do you want to meet somewhere?
We need to go to the tower.
Hadrian does not want to go fiddling around with magical puzzles. Like, he's much more down to earth.
Ventaren wants to go to the tower.
Yeah, for whatever reason, and it seems to be a dividing point finally, or not finally, but like where him and Ventaren don't agree. We need to find if there's a government still. And I doubt it's at a tower, if it was hidden for so long.
Marty,
Yep.
there might be a tall area here and like a high area.
Yep.
Is it higher than the tower by any chance? Than this wall?
You can get a bit of a view of the wall, says Bortha. Come, I'll show you.
We want to see if we can cross over to that tower that the sovereign wants to approach.
We might have to wait till
Watch.
morning, he says. The dust seems to be kicking up.
Keep an eye out for spores and shit like that. They might have spread it this fall.
In the morning, I'll bring you up there. There's an excellent view. I've got my office up there.
Okay,
It's where-
excellent.
It's where the previous owner of this manor kept birds, he says. He's getting drunk. Well, you guys are in the cellar of, or kind of like in this clustered, sort of boarded up room.
We do have other stops that we want to pass by. But this is the closest one, so we'll continue to it first. We didn't actually do that much today. Like it's still like 10 o'clock.
There's a big ass storm.
Yeah,
no,
well,
we're-
by the time you guys searched the building,
2
boarded
o'clock.
yourself in, yeah, it's like 3, 4 in the afternoon kind of thing.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Night falls. The wind still seems to be kicking up. It seems to be constant. A few times you investigated when, debris hit the side of the building. It sounded like somebody was breaking in, but it wasn't.
Yeah.
Fi makes a version of like lawn darts with corks. Make a little cork launcher and
Okay, the kids are all
like a
into
little
this.
bullseye.
Otis seems to be really good at this game.
So try to fling the cork, fling the cork into the middle of the bullseye.
In fact, you're guessing, Eldon, that Otis is actually pretty damn good with a sling.
Okay. You seem quite adept. You seem quite adept with that.
All of us here know how to throw things, he says. He shows you his sling. It's a masterwork sling. Are you sure you don't want these bullets? They might be more useful in your hands than mine.
I can't remember what he's offering me.
6 cold iron bullets.
Yeah. You can have as many bullets. I mean, I can't say no something like that. I'd appreciate it. You can have as many bullets of mine as you like.
Well, 6 for 6 sounds like a fair trade. I got more. We got more back at Widowshin's house. It's a house full of halflings, after all.
I hope there'd be plenty enough for everyone. So give me, you said cold iron?
Yep.
Sweet. 16 for...
House Widdershins wouldn't happen to have the halfling pipeweed, would they?
He gives you a nod as he flicks one of the corks into a win again. Ah! The kids are losing to the halfling.
There are two schools. One of them, you let the kids win so they feel good about themselves, and the other one is you beat their asses every single time. Widdershins is more of a beat their asses every single time, I'm assuming.
They might be my size now, but eventually they grow up and become big. Better to remind them that I'm better than them at being small than they were.
Fair enough.
He nods and gives Eldon a nod, like, you know this.
Yeah.
You're a little knight amongst big knights.
It's funny. It's funny to remind them once in a while.
Bortha actually sleeps in a different room from where all you guys are. I'm gonna go find a good bed.
Princess Neenah, could you do me a favor?
You want me to watch him?
Yes, please.
He's boring.
I know. Try to count his freckles.
Can I put paints on his face?
Here you go.
He ended up passing out on like a divan a couple of rooms away, and he wakes up swearing as he's got all sorts of like little dots, little dots and lines across his face. Of course, Neenah is just a tiny butterfly, so she can't really do too much. But what is this? Scrubbing his face in the morning. The winds have died down, and there's actually a strange reddish sun. The dust in the air seems to have been kicked up into the sky. There is a bit of a haze, but the winds have definitely died down come morning. After he scrubs his face, he then Eldon. Anyone else who wants to have a look around, we'll go up to my office.
Yeah, Lan will go up as well. You got a good perception.
I hope this. I didn't check my office. He mutters under his breath as he ascends this kind of weird spiral staircase that goes up into several towers. Fuckers, he says as he had a small library that looks like it's been looted and destroyed. He picks up a couple of books and they fall to pieces. Somebody really did a number on this place.
Eldon doesn't see shit.
But there is a nice room with this beautiful windows on each side. It's sort of a circular office, and he does have a seat that is in the middle. Some office, it's a seat with a small, like a high chair next to his, or like a high table next to his seat, big enough to hold maybe a couple of plates and a book. And it looks like his, by the circular marks in the floor, it looks like he drags his seat and faces it in different directions at times.
Eldon doesn't get to see much, I guess, because he's a little short.
Yeah, you're kind of like, and then the haze, kind of the hazy dust does kind of come in clouds and then disappear. What was the other one? 25?
25. Yeah.
Who is that from?
It's Lan.
Okay, so Lan, you can just see over the wall, and then there is the virtue of part of the wall being missing.
Oh. Well, look at that shit. Oh.
That you see there's rubble up ahead, that this wall is largely intact in the vicinity, and that there's a big rent through the wall up ahead.
Does it look like we can climb over this? Here.
No, that looks like a very deep, like, going into the under to the sewers in Undercity.
The wall isn't a problem, assuming that there's nothing on the wall that tries to kill us.
But there's a large section of wall that's separated from any of the remaining towers. So, towers are usually the way that you get up into walls.
Yep.
There's a large section.
So that should be pretty safe.
Well, safe to
Yeah,
what?
it's like Degiric's Manor is kind of shielded if there's anything bad on the other side. It seems to be this small pocket of safety, at least for now.
We can get over the wall. That's not a problem.
Right, your spell. Alright, let's do it then.
The blessings of Terrandelov.
Facepalm.
I'm gonna go and talk to those people.
Alright. Adrian?
Adrian?
He puts his arm up as high, like, you know, just
Yeah.
almost straight up.
Yeah,
He's like for a handshake, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
It's a pleasure, my friend.
I'll
We'll
be
see you
back.
inside. We're gonna be moving to the wizard's tower.
But we'll meet back here, right?
We'll meet back here.
All right. Good luck out there.
Same to you.
Right.
Remember to... We cannot be too harsh on people in times of distress.
Noted. We know how to make
Quit.
brands.
Oh. If time had passed, I would have made like some like cool, stylish looking like try to make some
excuse me.
stylish looking brands.
Yeah.
Here's one of the cool sort of like 3D style, you know, the Infinity brand.
Zing.
Don't let his curiosity get you killed. He points at Fi. Like
That seemed oddly.
he talks to the two
Eldon.
paladins, basically.
Eldon laughs. Smiles. He
That's
smiles.
really That's really specific. Like if I was like looking around.
Icon's like
Yeah.
just he was praying in the corner, like he has the mote of light kind of orbiting around his head now. He takes it down, he's got a nice little pouch for it to keep it like not bright when it doesn't need to be out, but yeah, he's been playing with this Ioun stone. He let the kids play with it for a while. They got bored with it after about 10 minutes. There were kids chasing each other in the morning to try to catch the Ioun stone, and then he took it back.
It's like tag.
Yeah.
Oh, touch football with iron stones. Flag football with iron stones. That's like the best.
Iron stones and fly spells. Oh, no, it sounded like Harry Potter. Catch the dwinch or whatever it's called.
Snitch.
The snitch.
I don't know if I'm supposed to be happy that I know the right term or sad that I know the right term.
The Dwemer sphere.
To do him
Okay. So Icon has been playing with his little orbit, and he just nods to you that, yeah, it's very specific. If you encounter any demonic threat that is too great, or any threat that is in too great numbers, you should retreat.
We'll do what we must to survive the battle, so that we can win the war.
Make sure that he understands this. He's the one that commands the scale that allows you to lift over the wall. Don't forget it. Apparently he's trying a new tactic. Talking about you in front of you without talking directly at you.
I don't know what the phrase is for the situation. Usually it's my ears are burning. Does this mean my eyes are burning? Like, what are you supposed to say?
I'll go fetch some water.
says,
Thank you.
a few moments later, Neenah's got some like very moist wings that she's patting your eyes with. She's in 7, so
Yeah. Yeah. Fi looks like he's been crying.
Are you sure it's wise you going out there alone, Inquisitor? Maybe I could take the dog out and at least let people know if something bad goes on.
it's very brave. Fine, you can stay behind on the dog if Eldon is willing to risk Kruger.
Otis? I expect you to take care of Kruger. Kruger, I'll expect you to take care of Otis.
If it wasn't for Kruger, you guys would have left me behind under there.
I wouldn't have left you. We've been really slow.
He shrugs like kind of the same thing. Bortha's on the couch rubbing his temples.
I've gone into a realm where the only person who can see me is Icon. This is a strange place. Everybody just talking about me, around me, behind me. But it's to my face. It's like I've fallen into a mirror.
Eldon's like, somebody hear something?
There's a bit of a chuckle as everyone's getting ready that morning. Hadrian has wandered out into the dust storm, and careful Otis on Kruger kind of skips out.
Okay.
After
we leave 1,000 pounds of books and a bunch of
old men and
clerics
children.
And old men, children, and a lady.
Watch your step.
In the temple.
Okay, so let me plop down a separate token for Hadrian. Hadrian.
Every single time Hadrian.
It's a good joke.
Yeah.
Hadrian goes out into the dust storm to talk to the unfriendly organized survivors because you meet unfriendliness with.
By damn it, they should be friendly.
With
By damn it, I'm getting a plate of something to eat. This should only take 1 minute.
So, like the lone gunman, he walks out into the dust.
It's kind of like a badass, you know. Hadrian does a lot of stuff like a badass. This is more like a badass.
As now cautious adventuring group does what? Okay, you leave the relative safety of the Daguerreo's manor. You do see that there is an odd bend in the road, as it's kind of just changing elevations, probably. However, you know what? It seems like that should be a place where a gate should be, but actually there's no way on the other side, so never mind.
It's like a gate or a secret passageway. Also, some walls. This one doesn't. You don't see one, but have like a stair that would go up and turn and come back into the wall itself.
Yeah, I actually do see it on the map in other places. So, no, this wall has a sewer grate.
I bet these were here. These roads were here before the wall went in. What do you might guess then?
Yeah, there's a sewer grate. It is this little tiny, like, circular thing with bars that sludge from the upper city can kind of drain onto the street into the lower city.
That's how we got such a deal on the home.
More of a storm drain. If it rained really hard, the water could flow somewhere.
Who wants to go first?
The sewer grate, if it didn't have the grating, would be a squeeze for a halfling. With the grating, you'd have to be a diminutive creature to squeeze through these bars. Like it's for water.
Okay, how tall is the wall?
The wall, we'll say 30 feet. Let me see if Valdaris has a good description. Shitty wall. I'll just search for shitty walls.
At a coworker make a shitty wall joke.
We have an issue. We can only use it 3
we were at a
times.
Hong Kong restaurant, and there's a bunch of people at the restaurant who didn't know South Park. It was interesting.
So we have an issue.
Ah. Are they awake?
No. You. Give me a sec. 1 sec.
So Ahmed was walking, And then there's a bring and a little exclamation mark.
I don't know, 30, 40 feet kind of thing.
Okay.
We'll say 40 feet to the top.
I will use the levitate token on land.
40 feet's pretty high, though, isn't it? That's like 4-story walls.
Yep. I've seen walls that big. I've also seen walls much smaller. So
we'll say it's 40 feet because the lower part of the city is actually physically lower than the upper part.
What I'm telling you is we're going to have to use ropes because we can only use your thing 3 times and we have to cross 4 times.
No?
Yeah.
I'm going to use it
Over.
1 time to cross.
Okay, how?
I'm going to put it on land, and I'm going to have land with his 18 strength carry everybody over.
Right. That's one side, and then on the way down on the opposite side. Does it still count?
Yeah?
Alright, then twice then.
Right. And I've got 3 uses.
Alright, never mind, we're good.
Okay. Give me perception checks as you're moving from Digiric's Manor towards the wall.
Okay.
Can you give me a +8 and +9?
Sure. 17, 15, 15, and to save the day, Ventaren has a perception check. 12.
Okay. So you didn't see anything significant. There didn't appear to be anybody out on the streets. It's still dusty. Not quite windy and dusty, but there's a haze in the air because of the dust. Fi, you cough a little bit, and Icon does as well from the dust, and you end up kind of burying your faces into your own robes.
We're going to use land as our transport. We'll have him elevator people up.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Well, actually, I'll elevator him up first to have a peek and give the all clear.
Okay, so land underneath this pillar of smoke, using the scale of Terrandelev, is lifted to the top of the wall. Land, you can see over into the city, at least into the next portion of the city, and then give me a perception check.
It's a +9, you said, Ahmed?
Yeah, land's +9.
29.
Yeah, my boy. Representing. Go imaginary character. Okay,
So you've actually got a pretty good view despite the haze into the surrounding city. It does look like here is an area where like large groups of troops can kind of like start to climb up the walls.
The switchback.
There's a switchback up here. You do see the tower. You do see the tower flickering, and at 29, you can see that there is a creature at the top of the tower. And I'm actually going to switch maps after you have a good look at the surrounding territory. Your heart sinks a little bit because you think that the Cathedral St. Clydewell is over by this massive... was where this massive hole is now.
however...
And there are other deep rifts, some deeper than others, and then kind of like scraping along the surface. Look like something plowed or wormed its way in through the walls. You do see a large section of town that looks like it's untouched. At least by the initial destruction, you do see that there are some smoke and fires coming from some of the buildings up there. You know that House Widdershins is somewhere up there.
Nice.
And then to the south, you can see that New Valderis, which is kind of like this section of the town, just beyond those vine-covered towers of butchery.
Just got destroyed.
Oh, it is chaos and ruin.
Don't want to be middle class. You want to be Poe. Or rich.
Yeah. I guess you can see like the walls that separate the inner city. So these walls are not faring well. As old Valderis is kind of in this section right here.
Yeah. All lots of gashes going close to that region.
All right, so let me know when you're done looking around at the map, and I can switch maps to the other.
I am good. Ahmed, are you good?
Yep.
Cool.
Okay. I'm just going to unfog this chunk because it's.
Where's our next point? Our waypoint. So we're trying to go to our castle, the tower. But where's the next one? It's over here somewhere.
House Widdershins is somewhere over there. Yep.
Okay. So
probably not going to go there without the. Well, we might go there to make contact, but we have to bring the halfling back there eventually.
No, we're not today. But I just want to see where.
Okay, so I'm on ominous flickering tower.
You know, when you put it that way,
I don't want to go
feels
there, guys.
less good. You know.
Look at this thing, man.
it.
And then
you put a
and then you
glowing
can see
orb
this,
at the end, and
you
it's
can
Satan.
see this with your 29. You see something flying around up near the flanges of the tower, and it's some sort of gargoyle demonic thing. Give me a knowledge planes.
From land?
Oh.
No. Yep.
Okay, so
That's bad.
it's flying around up there.
It's probably a rock.
And it lands in the center, and you kind of lose track of it. And then at the base of the tower, you can see with a 29, a gigantic beached whale thing with a bunch of people kind of standing around it and just sort of rubbing their faces against the side of the whale.
Is the whale alive?
I don't know what to do with this. What the fuck am I supposed to do?
They've lost their minds. Yeah. Is the whale moving or making any noises?
No, the thing looks like its
Dead.
back is broken and it's kind of lying on the ground. There's blood all over the place. And visible
Are you
wounds.
familiar with the improbability drive?
Yes.
Okay.
Are you calling Marty out on being a fan of Douglas Adams? Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm just...
Marty, I look for a potted plant.
I'm not calling him out as being one, it's just...
Yeah, what are
I
those
imagine
people
this
doing
is
down
like
there?
what...
Their heads are kind of bobbing up and down. There's something not right about them. Give me a knowledge religion.
They're eating? Knowledge religion? Sure. Land, you asshole. Yep.
He's land fighty, not knowy.
He's not knowing much, but he does have religion. Bang! 12! Yeah!
They might be eating the whale.
Yeah.
See, that makes far more sense than rubbing their faces on it. It could be what's the
They might be undead. But their faces are stuck right into the side of the whale, and they just seem to be gnawing on it.
How many?
4, maybe?
Oh, there's only 4? Okay.
You really didn't like the look of that gargoyle thing.
is it all clear?
Is Land just standing there looking around, or is he stealthing?
No. There's something flying around. It won't see me.
Okay.
I'm stealthing. So my stealth is plus 12. Give me one moment.
Okay, you can add 14 to the roll.
Add 14 to the roll.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, is it because of distance?
Distance.
Yep.
32. And rolled shit.
And then the creature. Let's see. Plus 4.
In case anybody's wondering, that sound of "oh fuck" is us seeing that the creature saw land.
Yeah.
Is it all clear?
Does Lance see any indication of him being spotted?
The screech had language to it.
Fuck, is it abyssal?
Yep.
Was it like, hey asshole? Like, oh fuck.
It said, my roost. My city.
He looks over the side, like, Fi! Need you to identify what this fucking thing is.
Okay.
I think it's a rock. That's all that's a winged thing flying bad rock.
Okay, I'll let him down.
Okay. Let me put the tokens down because I seem to have lost them between the two maps. Look at all these dead guys. I mean,
Bum.
That's not funny.
this is Neenah.
Not funny.
And then we've got Eldon, who's small.
Eldonis.
Alright, and I'll copy you to the other map, the ominous flickering tower, bloop. And then I'll unfog, just kind of a portion. And then I'm going to put, so basically, Lan is up on the wall, and you guys are all down below. And you're yelling over the side, "Hi, I need you to come up here and identify."
Yeah, we're not actually that close, are we?
No, 40 feet away from each other. No, you're not actually.
No. I mean, like this distance.
Well, we can go back to the
right.
Get me down! Get me down!
That's not that far off, actually.
So you're yelling down like, "Get me down! Get me down!"
No.
You did yell. I did hear you say you yelled off a 40-foot wall. I need you to come up here and identify something. And the thing is like,
Sure. What the hell?
my city.
Okay, I'll let Lan down.
Okay.
This means down.
Okay, Lan, you caught with your 29 awesome spot check that as you were dumping over the side, it was taking flight.
Alright. Disperse. Hide.
Fi's gonna cast a mage armor spell.
Okay. Icon sees you and sees Fi's look on his face, and he takes out a wand and he casts mage armor on himself.
Get me down! Faster! Faster!
What's the rate of descent of
20 feet per round.
Okay, so the first round you go down 20 feet.
Eldon's gonna do aid on himself.
Okay.
So
What
that
is
D8.
Ventarin doing at all? If at all, anything.
Ventarin is going to make his sword goodly.
Aligning the weapon of the sword using the scale of one of the sovereigns.
It really isn't going to be helpful because he's probably going to smite whatever it is.
The sadness of the sovereign not being able to do enough with her own claws during the battle overwhelms you as you call upon her power. Neenah, is she doing anything?
Neenah is going to start to fly, detach and fly up to take a peek.
Okay.
Because right now it's like, a rock is coming, watch out for its screech, and don't let its pustules get you.
Let's see this thing's fly. This thing flies at 60. Okay. You! How dare you look at me?
Faster, faster, faster. Faster, faster.
Round 2.
I will cast a the smart one, Fox's Cunning,
Okay.
and we'll move Buddy Boy down 20 feet.
Okay, land hits the ground. I think you're going to need this, says Icon. Blessings from my wand. I mean, from me, from...
Just do it! Do it quick!
He's
Quick!
going to cast Mage Armor on Lan.
Good boy. It's +3 for me.
I need to grow.
Who said this?
The screeching kind of like... It's saying I need to grow.
Well, having my full strength score was good while it lasted.
Alright, so second round, Icon cast Mage Armor on Lan. Please keep track of the spells on your token.
Icon is casting... yeah, Mage Armor is fine.
Okay, and on Lan, there's a Mage Armor. I do not like the sound of this thing, says Icon.
Ventaran will align Lan's weapon, his long spear.
Okay.
Okay, cool. Thank you. Can you align my staff? Actually, I don't need it.
You're a paladunk.
Yep.
Lan's
to what?
Lan's
Long
spear is now aligned? Cool.
Yep.
Okay.
To what? Good?
To good.
Yeah, just checking, man. You fuck up all the time. Eldon's gonna hide. You're
Yeah,
gonna be flat
Eldon's looking around. I actually do have to switch back to the other map for a second. Actually, I can draw here. So
we have we've had 2 rounds to buff, right?
Yep.
Okay. Eldon's gonna do a hide and try to catch the thing off guard, whatever it is.
So I'm just going to drag you guys way off to the side. I'm going to unfog a whole pile of it, and then I'm going to start drawing a top-down view of like a thick wall.
26 hide.
So you guys are kind of waiting at the base of a wall. And then there's a road that kind of went up like this. You're in the wishbone of a road.
Yep.
And then there were some buildings. And I think to the south of the road there was actually some bushes. And there's an overturned cart right here. And some barrels over here.
Ah, this day is starting to feel familiar. What am I going to smash my face on today?
This building looks like it was partially burnt out. And there's an open door here. And then there are some closed doors along the side of this building on either side. Like this building somehow is divided into 4 dwellings. And there's a what looks like a dead donkey.
Is it an evil dead donkey?
Donkey! Speaking of dead donkey, there's some stupid YouTube stuff involving the movie Shrek. I don't know why. Maybe it just doesn't content ID match. But yeah,
there's a dead donkey with an overturned cart. Also here. This is like a small cabbage cart, though. It looks like it's been in the road for a while. It's covered in dust and like mild compared to the horrors that you've seen so far.
Oh, it's one of those. This is like, and
all right. So there are your immediate surroundings. So on round 2, Icon cast Mage Armor, and Eldon's gonna go hide.
Yep.
Okay, you're gonna hide behind the barrels.
Yeah.
Give me a stealth check.
26. You got anything from cover?
No, the cover allows you to make a hide.
So that's fair.
So I'll just put it on your token. Stealth 26. So Eldon's hiding behind some barrels. You also have cover, which is nice.
Yeah.
Neenah is flying up to have a look. What are the... Okay, round 3, what are you guys doing?
I'm ready. So, is there initiative or?
Fi is going to cast a protection from evil on himself.
Okay.
Fi is going to shrink himself first. He's going to reduce person.
Okay, you're now small or tiny?
I don't have mythic spells yet.
Okay, so small. Little halfling-sized elf.
He drinks an extract.
Icon gives you a quirky smile because he kind of understands what you're doing. He's going to cast shield on himself.
It's a good idea.
Shield on the main man right beside you.
You can't cast that shield that way.
Damn it!
You have to power level 5 so we can give you extracts.
And Fi's what? Just moving over to the wall?
Yeah, he's just going to get a little bit closer to the wall.
Okay, Icon's going to go over and join him.
Yeah.
Lan is going to go defensive. He's going to be ready. He's going to fight defensively. Ready for a charge, actually. He's getting ready for a charge with spear.
Charge. You got your spear out.
Yeah.
Ventarin is going.
It's getting louder. Neenah can see the thing. The thing has now had 3 rounds to kind of fly down, so 120, 120, and then it's flying over. Yeah, Neenah sees the thing is.
And Neenah's coming back.
Okay. It's sort of gliding on the winds. Give me a knowledge planes check from Neenah.
It's a rock, don't worry.
I need to increase Neenah's intelligence. 17.
She recognizes it as a demon, and she thinks that it's a gargoyle demon.
Right, rock.
Those are... Gargoyle demon is not the same thing as a turkey demon. A rock is a turkey demon. If it looks like a big turkey, then it's a turkey demon.
Neenah has this vague recollection of that gargoyle demons can look at you and make your soul weak. And that the more people they kill that way, the bigger they become.
Okay.
I'm sitting here slack-jawed. That's less than perfect. How would one defend against this?
Protect your soul.
Hide.
Are you saying death ward, or are you saying, like... I'm hoping you're not saying death ward. If you're saying death ward, that's a problem.
We're fucked.
So Neenah's fluttering back.
Yep.
She's screaming in high-pitched Neenah voice. Gargoyle demon,
Protect your souls! Protect your souls!
Get you out of your soul.
She's saying that it's a gargoyle demon and we should protect our souls. It's definitely not of rock.
Nonsense. It's a rock.
Suddenly, give me wisdom checks.
Yeah.
It'll look at you and arm your soul!
I don't know what that means.
I get an 8, and I get a...
Lan, you must have a good wisdom.
I get a 10
Plus 3.
from 5.
Oh boy. Okay. 2. Yeah, he has a 5 total.
Okay, I'm not going to give you any tactical suggestions from your below 10s in your wisdom your wisdom area.
Hide yourselves. That's what he says to
Let's see,
the wizards.
Icon's wisdom is not that great either.
Eldon can make one. Excuse me.
+2. It's not too bad. Aren't we sort of out in the open here? This is Icon.
Eldon gives you a 17
we were
as well.
trying to line up against a rock, and it's not a rock. So...
It's a demon and it's flying. It's a rock.
Okay, round 4. What are you guys doing?
Is this open in any way, shape, or form?
Those doors are closed. This one is wide open and looks like the main floor has been burnt out.
Run, you assholes!
Get inside the building, because it will at least have to land and we can attack it that way.
Okay, so Icon's moving towards the building.
Marty, can I make a run like that?
No, look at you got the barrels in the way.
How about this way?
Hiding in the barrels.
Yeah, you could go straight out. You could go deking out like that. Icon is moving up, looking up at the sky, moving around. Actually, he casts Expeditious Retreat and then moves.
There we go. Fi casts Expeditious Retreat and moves. Drinks Expeditious Retreat and moves. Neenah lands on him and melts into him first.
Okay.
So, yeah. Ventarin
Oh, excuse me.
will... will stand defiantly at the door.
So Fi and Ventarin look inside the room. And it looks like something clawed its way in through the door. Like there are claw marks along the side of the door. And then there are bloody messes where people have died and then been dragged out. But the bloody messes don't go anywhere. They may have just disappeared.
Duke, I'm inside.
Oh, this looks just perfect. That's what this is.
Right. And then it looks like a lantern tipped over and part of the room burnt away. It's basically 4 walls.
It'll do for this.
Yep.
There's a roof, or there's a roof, right?
There is a roof still, yes.
Oh, that's good.
Part of the upper floor is exposed because of the fire.
During that turn, could Fi try to get a knowledge planes for a gargoyle demon?
Sure. You were described pretty well from Neenah. Neenah's quickly telling you what she saw.
32? Actually, no. No. 36.
All right. It is called a Nabasu. Nabasus are birthed directly onto the material plane from the abyss, where they feed upon innocent souls to mature. And only when a Nabasu has completed its maturation does it return to the abyss victorious.
So anybody it kills counts as souls for the abyss.
It consumes life with a death-stealing gaze, and those that succumb to it rise as ghouls.
Oh, fuck.
So
That
it's gotten at
sucks,
least
Dick.
4 people.